The wind howled across Table Mountain, its eerie whistle cutting through the dense fog that had settled over the rocky terrain. The mountain, usually bustling with tourists during the day, was now an ominous shadow under the pale light of the full moon. Emma and her friends had decided to camp overnight, lured by the thrill of a midnight adventure and the promise of breathtaking sunrise views. But as the night deepened, the beauty of the mountain began to fade, replaced by an unsettling silence. "Are you sure this was a good idea?" Josh asked, glancing around nervously. He was the cautious one of the group, always skeptical of Emma's wild plans. "Relax," Emma replied with a grin. "It's just a mountain. What could possibly go wrong?" Their laughter echoed into the darkness, but it quickly felt out of place. Something about the stillness of the night seemed to swallow their voices. Even the usual chirping of crickets and rustling of leaves were absent. It was as if the mountain itself was holding its breath. They set up their tents near the edge of a cliff overlooking the city of Cape Town. Below, the lights twinkled like stars, a comforting reminder of civilization. Yet, the vast expanse of darkness surrounding them felt alive, watching, waiting. "Did you hear that?" Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. She was staring into the fog, her flashlight trembling in her hand. "Hear what?" Emma asked, though she too had heard something, a faint whisper, like someone calling her name. "It's probably just the wind," Josh said, but his voice lacked conviction. The group huddled closer together, the once exciting adventure now tinged with fear. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the night. It was distant but unmistakable. They all froze, their eyes wide with terror. "What was that?" Sarah gasped, clutching Emma's arm. "We need to stay calm," Emma said, though her heart was racing. "It's probably just someone messing around." "Out here? In the middle of nowhere?" Josh shot back. He was already packing his bag, ready to leave. "I'm not sticking around to find out." As they debated what to do, the fog seemed to thicken, swirling around them like ghostly tendrils. The air grew colder, and the once faint whispers became louder, more distinct. They weren't just random sounds, they were words, calling each of them by name. "Who's there?" Emma shouted, her voice breaking. There was no answer, just the relentless whispering and the sound of footsteps crunching on gravel nearby. Panic set in. The group grabbed their flashlights and started heading down the trail, their only thought to get off the mountain. But the path that had been so clear earlier now seemed to twist and turn in unfamiliar ways. No matter how far they walked, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were going in circles. Then they saw it, a figure emerging from the fog. It was tall and shrouded in black, its face hidden beneath a hood. The figure didn't move, didn't speak. It just stood there, blocking their path. "Who are you? What do you want?" Josh yelled, his voice cracking. The figure raised an arm, pointing back toward the summit of the mountain. "We're not going back," Emma shouted. But as soon as she said it, the whispers grew louder, almost deafening. The ground beneath them trembled, and the figure began to advance. Terrified, they turned and ran, their flashlights bouncing wildly. But the mountain seemed alive, its rocky paths shifting under their feet, leading them deeper into the fog. One by one, the whispers grew so loud that they felt like screams inside their heads. When the sun finally rose, the fog lifted, revealing the serene beauty of Table Mountain once more. Hikers found the group's campsite abandoned, their tents torn and scattered. Emma, Josh, and Sarah were never seen again. Locals whispered about the legends of the mountain, stories of spirits and lost souls who lured the unwary into the fog, never to return. And on quiet nights, when the wind is just right, some say you can still hear the whispers, calling names, waiting for the next adventure seeker who dares to stay too long on Table Mountain. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.